Welcome, everyone, to 2Nerds and an Actor. You've not been introduced.
I don't even know who said that.
Exactly. Because you don't know until I say. I got my nerds gone wild here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Pull my shirt up.
France Jerome. Ow. And Mike Santana.
I'm broadcasting this pantsless.
Ow. It's like Chippendales in here.
Dibs on Chris Farley.
What?
Chippendales.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I kind of feel like I'm typecasted to play that role, but we can do this. I'll play Pat Swayze. It's fine.
And I'm your host.
Yeah, rip in peace to both of them. Rip in peace to SNL being good.
That's no. I know. That's legit because people always be like, "Oh, did you see that skit in SNL?" I'm like, "Nah," because that's the only thing that was probably funny.
Yeah, they're good for like one or twos. They make the shows for the internet now, but you know, whatever.
It's true. Anyway, so I'm your host, Aisha Jordan, with the mostest. And today we're gonna roll our show. We're gonna talk about all the sequels that are coming out, sequels, prequels, and animated fun.
All the quills.
We're going to talk about what everyone's been waiting to hear about, Solo, which I guess apparently everyone hasn't been waiting to hear about.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I mean,
I get what
sad,
you did.
But we'll get into it.
I understand.
It's sad to me. And then, we got some Spider-Verse stuff that's really exciting.
A lot of trailers.
Yeah, a lot of trailers. A lot of trailers. So we're going to do some nerd news first. So they put out a poster, I guess. I don't know, like a mock-up artwork for the next Avengers.
Oh, yeah, like the leaked images.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little confused by them and a little scared. Because, I don't know. What's her name was in it? Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, all the people we know that are still alive. The Hulk was there.
With clothing.
Yeah, he was wearing a
Armor.
suit. Who the freak is making the Hulk's suit? Who does that? They brought like Cisco from
Bruce.
Flash, and he's like, "I got you, Hulk."
Nah, Bruce is his own fucking Cisco. What do you mean?
He can make a suit.
Yeah. No,
His PhD.
Listen.
Textile.
He has like 8 PhDs.
But no, the important thing is that the Hulk came out. Hello, he was having performance
yes,
issues.
that was an important thing.
So the Hulk was there,
right?
And then they had a bunch of other people. What's his name was there? Hawkeye, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
As Ronin.
No, not as Ronin at that point.
What do you mean Ronin?
Well, first of all, okay, that's just like promo. It's not even promo art. It's concept art.
Right.
So, we know concept art can change. To the final product. So I don't even know when this was concepted.
Because I'm about to say, didn't they finish filming? No.
Yeah, but they're probably just doing a lot of post production stuff. But
right.
The movie is filmed. It's done.
Exactly.
And Chris Hemsworth is saying it's even more shocking than the last one. So you're like, wait, what? Who's gonna die now? The audience dies.
We blow away in the middle of the movie.
Half the audience is not in the theater.
You're gonna be eating popcorn with your friend and be like, "Oh, did you? Oh God,
no!
It's just ash.
Dibs on the cheese.
Got ash in the popcorn.
It's still good. So, I was seeing a lot of things there that was some of it was sus. I would think all the promo stuff is gonna have Captain Marvel towards the front.
Right, she was not.
And she wasn't in the front. She was second to last on the left.
Some people were like, "Where are the black people?" And I was like, "Oh right."
Well, a lot of them
Rhodey?
Yeah, Rhodey was there.
Okoye wasn't there.
She was not there.
Where was Shuri?
I don't know. I don't see Shuri on the front lines.
Yeah,
though.
she wouldn't be on the front lines.
And whatever happens, I don't see Shuri on the front lines. She'll probably, what she surmised from Vision's. Oh, spoiler! What she surmised from Vision's, from the Mind Stone.
Right.
She'll, that'll probably be crucial. But I don't see her like in Black Panther when she put on the gauntlets. It was at the front lines. I don't see that.
No.
There's no. I mean, I hate to say it. There's no time.
Exactly. It's like shit is happening now.
Yeah, we'll leave that to Okoye,
But they released that list of all the people who did get blown away and then who didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, what's her name is still alive? Aunt May.
Oh, you mean like the off panel?
Yeah. They're like, she didn't die. And then they said Shuri. They said unknown.
But come on.
Yeah. I think they said that because they didn't want spoilers. She's probably in the next movie.
They had her take that information and run with it.
Right.
Literally run with it.
She got knocked out. That's what we saw.
If she got turned to ash, then that whole moment wouldn't make much
no
sense.
Nah, Corvus Glaive roundhoused her, and that's like it. That's all we got for now.
The only motherfucker he was roundhouse and then bucking all game was Vision.
I know.
Like,
I felt like Vision had like given up on life. I know he was stabbed in the stomach, so that's one thing.
Several times.
Several.
He was like, just kill me.
He got National Women's Day like 5 times. Like, that's a Deadpool reference in case.
Deadpool.
And it was but yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Like, we can't really take the concept art as like, I get it now. Like, it's not really. We're not at that point yet.
No. The promo art will come. They had like 30,000 posters, official posters for Infinity War.
Oh
I
God,
would imagine for whatever the fuck Avengers 4 is called, we'll get our
Wow,
posters.
do we not even know the name?
No, they still haven't come up
I
with
will say, less speculatory, but the design for the suit that the Hulk has was eerily similar to just before. Damn, when was this? Is maybe 2-3 years ago. He had a full body suit, but it was time based. Like this, he was using the suit to go through time. The suit could keep him safe in space. Like
He looked like he went to the beach in the 40s.
Yeah, this was on some going surfing USA, but
he looked like he was wearing Quicksilver shit.
Oh, imagine he could fit.
I mean, it got a lot of holes in it. My bad.
You're welcome. Nah.
You talking about the comic storyline with Hulk when S.H.I.E.L.D. hires him?
Yes.
And gives him a lab and a budget and assistance?
Yes.
That's what that armor was for?
It looks part of it was that he was to go through time to handle stuff.
No.
But it was an all-purpose suit that allowed him to go from Banner to Hulk, like without having to change clothes. He was just they would shrink him on some
and grow with him.
Right.
Ah.
Okay. So it was like flexible armor that Bruce himself developed. Okay.
Needless to say, we still don't know shit.
No, we don't. We don't.
So the next thing we want to talk about. So there's gonna be 2 Joker movies?
Apparently.
I don't understand.
They don't understand.
Because like I saw a little like message about like, oh, they okayed the Jared Leto, and I was like, but I figured they were gonna do that. Like they're talking about that, where they're talking about the Harley Quinn thing, but that's gonna be like a TV thing or something.
This is where I'm confused. We know that they're doing a Birds of Prey movie.
Okay.
They're doing a Batgirl movie.
Oh right.
They're doing a Suicide Squad 2 movie.
Jeez.
They're doing a Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, but that one's gonna be, isn't it?
I don't think that's Birds of Prey. I don't know if it is.
But they were gonna put that on like HBO or something. I thought it wasn't gonna come out in theaters.
I don't know, but we know that's
Netflix
a thing.
Or something.
And then on top of that, today they kind of verified, we also want to do the Jared Leto Joker thing.
So it's gonna be like Spider-Verse. It's just like a bunch of Jokers running around.
No, like I think they're doing what we were saying they should have done a long time ago. But instead of them just going that route 100%, they're kind of trying to do they're doing half and half.
So like we're gonna reboot sometime. So we just Jared Leto one.
Like we're gonna get the serious. I say serious because Scorsese is involved in it.
This is the one with Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie where they talked about the Red Hood, like a lot of the origin. Gritty was the word that I was reading and hearing a lot about when they were describing that project. And then now we're also gonna get the Jared Leto Joker, which is the Suicide Squad, DC Extended Universe version of Joker. So they're the two. It might be a Jungle Book situation where one comes out years before the other.
And then Mowgli.
Right, but still, I think for the general audience, you're gonna get a lot of motherfuckers going in to watch the Scorsese Joker one and trying to figure out how it ties into
exactly. So they don't
Squad
care about like connected universe anymore, basically.
I guess not.
I mean, when it comes to Martin Scorsese, the man makes a vision. Like that's his whole career is predicated on turning his vision and something like that. And this is gonna be like the Godfather version of the Joker, because the Joker is set in like the 50s, the 40s, 50s in his origin story. I think they're gonna go that route for no real reason.
This is like that ninja thing we tried to start watching.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You talking about Batman Ninja?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna do. That's what it is. They're just
Did
gonna
we
confuse
review
us.
Batman Ninja?
No, we didn't, because I never
didn't
finished it. I fell asleep, and I remember just being like, what?
Bat-
Shit opened with Gorilla Grodd. I was like, wait a minute.
Listen,
It was so confusing.
I watched that shit, and I was awake and conscious for all of it. And even though I was not on drugs, the movie felt like I should have been on them to understand the mind frame of the people that made it. Because visually, it was cool. It was really nice.
Yeah.
But the story was so bad that there's not a visual on this goddamn place. You could have unretired the whole motherfucking studio from Avatar and Korra and had them choreograph every fucking millisecond of this shit. But the story was so like, what?
Yeah. I
was
definitely
so
fell
bad.
asleep. I mean, I guess I'll finish it. Should I finish it?
No.
I'm gonna do it because I need to.
Oh.
Just so that I can have it. All of this stuff is for reference. I need to refer to this. This is like the psychedelic Batman. I need to refer to that shit.
I can't even give it
points.
credit for being the psychedelic Batman, because if it made zero sense, then I'm like, oh, this is really trippy, like some Scott Snyder Batman training, you know, when he has to go in that, what is that? I forgot the name of the Batman persona that he takes
the
on.
Oz or
With the purple
with the
suit.
purple on.
Yeah. Anyway, the multicolored suit.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's from the comics. Yeah.
Purple and
It's
yellow.
like a psychological failsafe Batman.
They got a pop like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen
they
that
did.
one.
Yeah. See, yeah, Aisha with the clutch reference.
I'm
Yeah,
an
they do have the
actor.
pop. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, in that sense, it's like, oh, this doesn't make sense because it's not supposed to. This one is just way too
'Cause it's not
like this one
supposed to.
thinks it makes sense. It just it's just bad.
Well,
It's just bad.
that aside, I think they're just still making bad decisions. They're just making whatever decisions. Like, let's do it. Whoever doesn't want to see the Jared Leto one, they're gonna go see it. They're gonna go see Joaquin Phoenix. Like, I don't know. I think they're just giving up.
I mean, I don't even know when the Jared Leto one would come out because of all those movies I mentioned
Right.
that are within
Are
that
all
same
coming
alley.
out.
Yeah, and that's not even counting the Batman movie.
The Batman.
Is that gonna be
That's,
animated?
you know, the Ben Affleck. No, but the one that was
That's
supposed
still
to
happening?
No one knows.
I don't know.
I heard that he walked away from the project. I heard that he really wants to do it. I heard that they switched directors. I heard that they started the script over.
I
Who
don't
the hell
know.
knows?
I don't know.
It's the Gambit.
But if that's also in the pipeline, that's another Joker, you know, like Joker's related to that. So I don't know. I don't know when the Jared Leto movie would even come out.
God damn it, DC. Read The Room.
Read the empty theaters.
Like, nobody wants to go to the same freaking movie with just 3 different actors all the time.
Read the theater seats that are unoccupied second weekend.
Like,
of
the only
release.
reason they keep doing it with Spider-Man because they're like, no, we got this. I swear to you, we can do it. And then they did it, and you're like, oh, all right.
And you know what? There's a lot of mixed feelings about the Amazing Spider-Man films with Andrew Garfield or whatever.
Are there?
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed feelings.
I thought there was mixed feelings about Toby.
Well, him too, but him too,
Toby.
but not to get too full of track, but they were trying to build towards a Sinister Six type thing, but at least it was a slow build, and it made sense for the 2 movies how they were stacking up that possibility. DCEU hasn't really earned or done anything like that cohesively. Well, what? Amanda Waller gave Bruce a folder.
Was it OMAC?
Wasn't even a folder. Didn't he look at a bunch of stuff on a screen?
It was
and,
a
like
fucking
Wonder Woman or something?
It was a goddamn manila folder that she gave him. I'm like,
No, but didn't he look at all those random people on a screen, and that was the best part of that Batman vs Superman movie? That was the best part.
no, Wonder Woman was the best part of that.
That's true.
She was.
She was.
She was the best part of that.
Anyway, okay, we digress. So before I go on to the next thing, it's really important for us to shout out to some people. I know we always shout out, like that's our thing.
But this is a special.
This is special.
Yeah.
Because we're raising money right now. Like if you could see us, which I know one day you guys want to see us, and that's gonna happen. But we
Face
have
reveals what they've seen us.
no, like a video. You want to see like video? Of
Yeah.
But right now we sit on the couch and we had one microphone that everybody crowded around, and then I found a microphone in my closet, and now we have two. But so me and France huddle together because, you know, we love each other. And then we huddle around this microphone like, hi.
We're huddling now.
And Mike has his own mic.
That I huddle with.
That he huddles with.
Yes.
So we want to all have our own mics. We want it to sound so crisp and clear for y'all. And then get it out to all these different places. So we have an Amazon wish list. We have a GoFundMe. And we're just trying to raise $850, which we are $100 away from. And we have some people to shout out. Who are we shouting out here? Basically, what? Team Hebe?
Well, let's go in order, like, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so shout out to Prince Bonilla, former student of mine out of University Heights, out doing big things of his own right now. Still rocking tech life. What's up, bro? Thank you so much for your donation. Means a lot, bro. Means a lot.
Yeah, and we also have, as you said, Team Hebe.
Woo! I don't know how to shout it. Like,
Snake gang.
how do you say Hebe?
Hebe, that's how we say
okay.
it.
I sounded like a chibi.
The Chibi Hebes.
I was like, Hebe.
Yeah, that's Rough, Christian, Ray, coming through and donating and really getting us close to this goal. They all used pseudonyms, but they said it'd be fine if I shouted them out.
Oh, that would be awkward.
Yeah.
Spoil it.
So,
They wanted to be anonymous.
So we got Sarcastic Knight. We have Dark Space Slim, and then Great Zero. So, you know, I just want you to know, Christian,
guys.
caused a lot of confusion. A lot of people thought I donated to my own shit. So,
Oh, yo,
so thanks a
that's
lot.
clever.
Thanks a lot for that.
Love you.
Pain in the ass.
Point is, for those who donated 50 more, we're going to put out a special episode that we never released where we talk about the very haunting Teddy Perkins episode of Atlanta, among some other things. So look out for that. We're going to send you a link, and then you'll get a password. So only you can view it right now.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone. If you want to donate, check us out. What is it? GoFundMe, just 2 Nerds and an Actor.
Mm-hmm.
And give. Yeah.
You can go on our Facebook group page. It's on there as an announcement. And you know what's funny? Today, randomly, somebody posted on Facebook. It was a random. It was. I think it was a former student of mine named Aaron Grant. He wrote, "Man, I still can't get that Teddy Perkins episode out of my head." So he wrote some shit like that, and I wanted to put the link to this GoFundMe, like sneak it in right there.
You donate $50.
You can get on take, but I didn't. But I will. Like,
You should.
I will.
You still can't get that Teddy Perkins episode out your head.
Neither can we really.
Donate $50. You can hear what we thought.
Mm-hmm.
It takes us a while to get into that episode too. You should just keep listening.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So thank you, everyone. Donate.
Share the link too.
Exact. Yeah. Share.
Help us reach our goal. We got all of June. So.
All of June.
And anything we make past our goal, if we get past our goal,
Yeah.
we'll go towards studio time and video editing fees and such, so we could try to make another, like live action.
Exactly. Like I said, then
DK
you
live,
can
right?
see us.
Yeah. In studio type deal, we'll try to make that happen if we get that many funds. So thank you again, everyone.
So before we get into like our main thing, which is Solo, I want to talk about like some Star Wars fan shit that's been going down. That apparently is like a normal thing that has been happening with these new actors and these new characters that they introduced in Star Wars.
Oh.
That the girl who plays Rose has had to, what's her name?
Kelly Marie Tran. Kelly Marie Tran. Shout out to you, by the way.
Yeah. She shut down her Instagram. Was it also her Twitter? It's like,
Nah,
I think it was just her IG.
She shut down her Instagram and posted about it on Twitter.
Right.
that ever since the movie came out, people have been harassing her on social media. Like, a lot of hate stuff.
A lot of it.
Because, one, they don't like her character. And then also, is it like pretty racist? I'm sure it's racist.
Well,
Racist and sexist.
it was racist. It was sexist, and it's just the worst way to express what is undeniably a very divided fan base. The Last Jedi, which we've talked about, we don't have to rehash it,
Right.
because we're gonna kind of get into some of that. I think when we start talking about reasons why Solo didn't do so well.
Yeah.
In the theaters, but it's a very divided fan base. A lot. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I said it's
No.
it's a poor way to express frustrations with the franchise, because like a lot of people, and I think at this point it's probably safe to say, if you could take 100% of the population of people that will call themselves Star Wars fans,
Right.
more than half of them did not enjoy that film.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh,
they did not.
Die-hard Star
they
Wars
didn't
fans
like.
really did not like that movie.
And I'm not gonna be petty and say that I was right about most people not liking this film, but it's okay. It's just a lot of people did not like the choices that were made with some of the characters, and unfortunately, this
Rose
young
was
actress,
one of them,
yeah,
yeah.
who I actually found adorable. I thought
I love her.
I liked her scenes with Finn. I mean, I found it kind of corny,
Of course they were.
It was a little too quick with the kiss and all that shit. And,
Oh, yeah.
And I was kind of mad. I thought Finn should have died. Like, if you're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I
like that.
thought that was gonna happen.
But,
I was like, man, they're doing it.
Yeah, they just were harassing her, and she doesn't deserve that. And
No.
that's not how you treat people. And if you're mad about something, make a fucking podcast with your friends and talk about it there.
And talk about it
Instead of harassing
It's
people.
like, how thick can you be that you're harassing a real person about a fictional character she plays? She was hired. She was paid. She did her job.
She's a
And
person.
then she is.
She didn't write the movie.
That's right.
She didn't make the character.
That's right.
And her story is so endearing to anybody, like any artist out there doing something for themselves.
I know.
It just is really wild. And
You're
this
talking
is
about
her
the actress,
first-
the actor.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kelly Marie Tran's story, like
Right.
how she was like temping and then was like,
Yeah.
my bad, y'all, I gotta go to be in a movie I can't talk about. Bam, Star Wars. Like, what?
Yeah.
She was temping at a temp agency.
Levels.
That's as temp as you can temp.
Yeah, and then like you get the chance of a lifetime to be in a Star Wars movie, and then you're gonna harass me? Nah, fuck you.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve that. So,
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of it's funny. Like recently, a lot of folks have done. Cardi B turned off all her social media for a little while.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
You know,
saw that.
A lot of celebrities
like,
do that
taking a break.
sometimes. They do that sometimes to disconnect because it's such a volatile. It can be a
Yeah.
volatile, toxic environment, the internet, but. It can
Sometimes-
also be welcoming and go fund us and stuff. So that's cool. That's cool too.
Sometimes I like to like go to things and like read the comments just to know how evil people are, so that when I
Oh.
get famous, I can be prepared for the evilness.
Well, just the breeding grounds, the practice grounds for that would be YouTube comments.
Well, yeah. Well, basically, I had a video where I talked about Cartoon Network. People weren't like really mean to me, but I saw some of it. Like people were upset, like I was a liar, and like why are you saying these things? And I was just like, oh my god, I'm just like reporting on things that I've heard. And I thought about like responding. I was like, nah, this really doesn't matter to me. Like they can keep talking if they want to.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, and that's not even. It wasn't even bad. Like literally, nothing evil was said. But I was like, whoa, people are passionate.
I have seen some of the funniest, but then also some of the most cruel things ever typed and sent by a human being in YouTube comments. It's just like, damn.
People need to practice that old school poetry joint. Write a letter that you never send. Just get that out. Just get it off your chest.
Or
Put
it's
it on a
like-
piece of paper.
Yeah. Well,
Then burn it.
or like Ruffins gonna kill me if I'm wrong. I think it's Herman Edwards, former Jets coach, where he talks about players and social media, just like that culture. He goes, don't hit send. He says, don't hit send.
Yeah.
He's like, type it out, but don't hit send. some
Exactly.
shit like that he says, and because there is some visceral, cathartic feeling
Right.
to writing something down about how you feel.
Yeah, right.
But
Somebody put a comment. They were like, write it in your diary. Don't harass people.
right, write it in your fucking app on your
Yeah.
phone.
Exactly.
On your notepad, save and lock that shit so only you can read that mess.
I would be like, oh, comments in Snapchat only, please. Thanks. Because then it disappears. Boop.
Dick pic vanish. Is that the sound? Hoo-ah.
Yeah. I imagine that's the Thanos sound too, like when they blow away. Or is that like?
That's too soon. I would say
Sorry.
that's
Okay,
so
I'm
much
sorry. I'm
death.
sorry.
it's just too
I
soon.
saw that movie 3 times.
And it's not enough.
It was so sad.
You need to go see it again so that your amount of views can be in perfect balance, like everything should be.
Oh God, do I have to erase like a couple of
Hashtag
them?
surprise Thanos, unexpected Thanos.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into it now that we're on that we love Star Wars, but maybe not all the Star Wars fans. Let's talk about Solo.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get first initial reactions and ratings. I would like out of 10 parsecs, please.
10 distance, okay.
Mm-hmm.
As in how far I want to be from the film, or
No.
how
just
far
like-
the film.
How fast you ran from.
No. Okay. You know what? Then I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it paid really well homage to like the way Star Wars movies go. The little like animals and the characters, and the writing was actually really good. I did not expect that. And I really expected that it was going to be terrible because of all the news and even like who they casted as Han, and that they had to like bring in an acting coach. I was like, wow, this is going to suck, but let's go do it. I got Movie Pass. And it
Still
was
going strong.
Yeah, I mean, let's for a little bit longer.
We'll let y'all know.
At least for the 3 months that I paid, please. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, why is Emilia Clarke in this movie? And then I watched it and was like, oh, okay. And then it was like Lando did everything I wanted him to. And then I thought their relationship with Chewie, I was like, wow, this is coming together. This is so cute. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. So I give it like an 8 out of 10 parsecs.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm the judgy one.
You guys only saw it once?
Yes.
Okay. I only
Did
saw
you
it once
see
as well.
I was like, did you see
No.
it
I only
twice?
saw. I just wanted to make sure.
I said 8 out of 10. You know.
No, I just wanted to make sure we all saw it once.
Who's next? Oh, he pointed at Mike.
Oh, France pointed at me.
He pointed.
We're telegraphing. He
You have to
pointed at me.
dictate that.
I enjoyed the film. There were a lot of things I liked about it. There were some things that were distracting. So, Eidenreich, the actor, I don't know his first
Wait,
name.
Han?
Yeah.
Alden.
Alden, like
Why didn't
shoe
he just?
company?
This is my thing. Harrison Ford put on a vest and
Harrison Forded.
he Harrison Forded. He treated the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon the same way he treated Air Force One. Okay, he was just himself. He was Indian space.
Yeah,
he was just the charming, wisecracking. You can't tell if he wants to be somewhere or not.
Yeah, that
Character,
is true.
like that's who Harrison Ford was. He was very much so that character in name. They should have made this movie. They should have called it Alden Eidenreich, a space adventure.
It was
Because even though he was charming, like
he was scrappy.
he was never Han to me though. Like
Really?
I felt like he was trying to just be him. Like it was his interpretation of Han.
Yeah.
But I never felt any type of bridge or connection to like the Harrison Ford Han. Like the lore was there for me. Like the way his interactions with Chewie were great. I loved it. His interactions with Lando were great.
Yeah.
I love those too. His love with Emilia Clarke's with Kira's Emilia Clarke's character Kira, Khaleesi, Space Khaleesi, whatever.
Yeah, Space Khaleesi.
She became Space Khaleesi.
She did.
She really
I liked
did.
that a lot.
Like that was Space Khaleesi.
Space Khaleesi. Can
yeah.
that be the name of this?
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm proud of that.
Space Khaleesi.
Better than Dark Slim Go. You
Dark Slim Go.
motherfuckers.
That was so fun.
You guys cucked me with that name. Anyway, like their interactions were cool, but like I felt like Donald Glover was trying to play a young Lando as portrayed by Billy D. Williams.
Yes.
Like he was trying to play.
He wanted to do it justice.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Well, I don't think Alden wasn't trying to do it justice. But what I'm saying is,
True.
whereas I felt like Lando was a younger Lando from who I knew, Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Alden was not playing a younger Harrison Ford. He was just like, I'm Han Solo.
Well, you know what it is? Maybe he was playing like the younger, just Han.
I'm saying the trio, seeing Chewie being Chewie, and seeing basically young Billy D. Williams, and he was trying to play that, and I thought he did it well.
He did,
especially when he was angry and upset. Those were funny. But then I see this other guy, and it's like he has to wear a T-shirt for me that says Han Solo for me to know
he was wearing a vest.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that was a little distracting.
Okay.
It doesn't. I loved Woody Harrelson's character. He was a scumbucket, sleaze bucket.
That's what he does. Haymitch in space.
Yeah, he was. But Haymitch had more heart than this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
He was proud of him because he shot first.
It was like Haymitch, as if like he just continued off.
Jaded
life.
Haymitch.
Yeah, he never met the other Hunger Games kids.
Yeah, off the wagon Haymitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like some of that was cool. Emilia Clarke's character was cool. The fight at the end was a little was
Wait,
funny.
Which fight at the end?
Where
they were like in that spaceship with.
Yeah, when they were in
in
Vision's
office.
Yeah,
in Vision's
Vision's office, whatever. And he had his little Gillette razors, his Sith razors.
He did.
Gillette.
I was like, does he cut toast with those?
The best the Sith can get. And he had that.
I think he messed up.
That was for Christian. Shout out to the 2-time. That was for Christian. He knows exactly what that is. Right now, he's at work and he's trying not to touch himself.
I thought you were going to say he's trying not to laugh.
What's the difference?
Is that what we're going to call it from now? Laughing?
No.
Yes.
No.
Now, no matter what, you won't know what we're talking about in the podcast when we say laughing.
Okay, fine. So in the group chat, when I put LOLs,
oh!
Don't ask me what I'm doing. Hey, yo. My man was laughing.
Laughing. Okay. LOL.
Wait, but then laughing gas, is that when you like...
Oh, no. That's like some kinky
we're
stuff.
just not going to... That's a queef. So anyway,
what I think about
Solo. 7.5 parsecs out of 10. Oh wait, that's the last thing. I swear to God, I was very underwhelmed by the Kessel Run.
A lot of people were.
Like it for such a legendary moment. I'd rather they just not have shown it if that's all it was. If the flying sequences in the main canon Star Wars movies 7 and 8 to me were way cooler than any of the flying sequences that were in the Solo film, and that was kind of disappointing. Because anytime Poe Dameron is flying anything, it's badass. And I feel like Poe Dameron is the best fighter pilot in Star Wars history because the way they show him everything that he's doing, he can be a getaway driver, a flyer, he can be in combat type thing. He can do both. In this film, I was like, Han is just straight up the getaway dude. And he was a wheelman. A great one, but that was kind of underwhelming. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
I didn't even know that
I'm good.
was the Kessel Run when it was happening. I was like, what are we doing?
It was funny how they spun it afterward. He was like, yeah, I did the Kessel Run.
And I was like, oh.
But I was like, but that was all it was? Like, yeah.
Yeah. So I liked the movie. I liked it. And that's almost damning to say in of itself. It was good. It was solid. But I felt like I was an old person made it. And I mean that to say there was nothing new about it. Like there's nothing dynamically new about it. And it was a saving grace and it fucked it up. I was like, for instance, how you have a flying scene and shit don't look fast? I was like, it just didn't look fast. It doesn't have to be fast, but it could have looked
because it has
fast.
Static ass background. The clouds, storm clouds.
I'm saying, and but even the homies at Weta could have made them clouds look like they was moving fast.
They could have made them better.
I'm just saying,
better.
Facts though, Wet all day, Lord of the Rings up, and then there's that, and it was like they pay great attention to detail to some things and not to others, and the amount of how off and on it was crazy. Like so they had the nerve, the gall, the chutzpah to have to actually show Lando cheat spoiler at Sabak,
which I wouldn't put it past him. That's fine.
But the attention to detail on it was beautiful because they don't give it away that he's cheating up front.
Right.
They're like, yo, he's just the man at this. Chill, bro. He's just dumb.
He's a cheater.
Nah, I didn't think he was cheating.
I know cheating men.
Like I didn't think. Oh wow.
Wow, really?
Wow.
Come on, really?
You too?
My man gave us Atlanta.
No, not Donald Glover. Lando.
Come on. He
You
gave
gotta
us
separate
40s.
Lando. He gave us 40s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like cheaters totally don't drink 40s.
Wait, come on. We trying to get sponsored. What are you doing?
Yo.
By 40s?
By cheaters. Anybody. Like, what?
Give us money.
This is brought to you by Infidelity. Eastworld.
The
Cheaters
fresh
just
meat.
donate at GoFundMe.
I said Eastworld Infidelity. Come
Yeah.
on. Come on now.
All right, listen, guys. Wait.
Go.
Way off track.
Put yourself back online.
You got it.
You were saying this film looked like nothing to you. Continue.
You're a fucking age. Oh my God.
We made a promise we weren't going to talk about Westworld in this episode.
We
So
did.
I'm doing my best not to do that.
We're like, we don't do Westworld recaps.
Anyway, the attention to detail. That's where I left off. Attention to detail. I was like, so they got Lando cheating in Sabak, and that's just beautiful character arc development. That was just a really dope thing. And then we get something as, for lack of a better phrase, something with as much potential as Emphy's Nest and the beginning of the rebellion, the unified rebellion. But it was like in passing.
Beautiful freckled red-haired lady.
Yes, shout out to that actor. Oh my God.
I love you.
That was just really cool that with this but the attention to detail was like crazy. It was like
She looked like a comic book character.
obviously Beckett is the Green Lantern John Stewart out here with the gat. His aim was impeccable. He was bucking off everything.
I also liked how he was deconstructing other weapons to make newer weapons.
He just took apart sniper rifle.
Legos.
Here's the legendary Han blaster.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I was mad. I don't know if you're gonna get to it. I'll let you get.
No, I'm gonna be quick then.
No.
Do you?
We're good on time.
But Beckett exists. Clearly, he's got the aim. He's the fastest gun in the space right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the fastest in the galactic rim. I was like, Han ends up with that title,
Rightly so, though.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But we don't get to see that process. We don't get to see
You mean Han's growth into that?
Yeah, I mean, because they make it so
They're
sharp.
gonna give us more movies.
I don't know if
They
I
did
don't know
kinda
if they-
time skip.
I don't know if they will allow it.
Not now. Not after this is gonna be the first Star Wars movie
The
to
first,
lose money.
the first.
To lose money.
How you in a 50-year process? So you
And this
won,
the first.
and it's a
Everybody
titular
gets one.
character.
Yeah, but that's see, there's no silver lining to that phrase.
Nope.
You know, that's some,
Star Wars.
nah, that's
Spider-Man's not making you a hammock.
Everybody gets one.
Anywho,
that was a Family Guy reference, people.
If you didn't get it.
Septic Farm, what's up? Pay us. And then
What?
sponsor us. What's up? We love you.
Cosmos.
Well, we like you.
Can you imagine?
What?
Cosmos.
I love him.
No, Cosmos. Cosmos is Cosmos.
No,
everything.
but you retracted. I love him.
That's cool.
I was like, you imagine being sponsored by Family Guy? That's weird.
No, just
No,
by
but Seth
him.
MacFarlane himself.
Oh, got you.
He
Jeez.
cool.
Yeah.
We do say inappropriate things.
Shout out to Sinatra. And then
What?
so damn, just trying to come back to center on this shit.
We're good at distracting you.
I like listening to y'all.
I like looking at it. He's bad at not being distracted by us.
It's fun.
These are also truths. And then there's like Easter eggs, like dense, really important things. Like Kira goes bust somebody ass. That's like gives him that both hands, bing, 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 beat him
And
up,
feet.
and says it's Tedescasi. And I was like, how they dropped that in there? That was a
That's a game that
defunct
nobody
video
liked.
game that nobody cop.
Everybody hated that shit, but
Called
we know
Masters
it.
of Tedescasi, and I was like, yo, but then they brought it in a very grounded and functional.
Made
I'm
it
like, now I'm
cool.
like, where the game at?
She
Yeah.
looked good at that too. I was like, look at you.
She did.
It was
Great.
she was like ribbon gymnastics with that cape. She was just like, look at the cape, look at the
I'm
cape.
like, yo, and then I realized that Khaleesi does not move ever.
Yes,
Nah,
she does a
except
lot
when
of
she on them
standing.
Like,
dragons.
move her arms.
lot of
Except
face
when she's
shit.
on them dragons or she's on Drogo.
Exactly.
Or on Jon
No.
Snow.
Nah, they
Anyway.
weren't moving much. We talked about how that was a dry looking
yeah,
dry hump.
They didn't look like
They were fucking rubbing thighs there.
Ah, Wednesday.
Grinding.
My contract.
Yeah, that was.
That's what she looked like.
Oh man. That was an 8th grade
but,
date.
But there are all these moments of really great detail, but they're not surrounded by anything to hold it together that makes Solo stand out as that is a titular character. That's like an important character.
It's Harrison Ford.
They could have did that entire movie in a cockpit and still made it work. If
Don't
Han
tell them that.
is Han, yo,
They
if
might
Han
try.
is Han, it's like Little Miss Sunshine.
Right.
And then-
Okay. Hey, that would have been awesome.
Yo, if it's just him and Chewie, and they picking up people, drop people off, but that
Smuggling
whole thing,
Jedi force sensitive kids.
But I feel like that's what they were trying
You know what I'm
to
saying?
next.
But it's too late for that because he brushes off the Enfys Nest rebellion reference like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
It's such an important moment that could have been so much insight into the character could have been taken that gave us enough to bite. For them, they could throw it all away in the second movie. He could just be a reckless motherfucker, and no one would care because we would know that thing that Kira points out. I know who you are. You're the good guy. That's all we needed.
That's
and
all
they
we
never
needed.
gave us that.
They didn't.
They did not. No, they tried.
I
But
don't
it didn't
want to.
stick.
There's the one thing none of us mentioned.
I give it a 7.
Boom. That's all I was waiting for. So 7 for you, 7.5 for me.
8.
Aisha said 8, and she loved it.
And how the
used the
fuck
word
they kill
love.
off Danny Newton in the beginning?
Yeah, no, that was the
Maeve?
What's with the theme as women and
Babe?
sacrifice out this bitch?
You mean Babe?
Yeah,
Babe?
Yeah, Babe. Those are robots that they were free. She couldn't control those.
Babe.
Yeah.
They were, Anyway, so 7.
Yeah.
So the one thing none of us mentioned.
I mean,
The
no, I-
biggest
I did
Easter
not wanna
egg.
mention the Darth Maul shit.
Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
because
yeah, that
That's a
no.
group thing, I figured. That's not me by myself. Saying
No,
that.
right,
I
right,
exposed that shit.
so Darth Maul is in.
Yeah, and he speaks way too many words.
Well, he spoke hardly any in the original.
Exactly, which I enjoyed.
But we didn't like.
Ray Park doesn't do the voice for Darth Maul.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
It was terrible.
But Darth Maul. Let's break it down for people. For Star Wars fans,
Original DMs.
for OG DMs were like Polaroids that you
my
wrist
God.
flicked in your basement,
Why you
and
laughing?
Why you're
and you
LOLing?
snail mailed. Yup, no, you snail mailed that
LOLing?
shit to your crush, and hope that they laugh at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
That they laugh with it. You know what I mean?
Like capital LOL.
Yeah, laugh. Anyway, OG Star Wars, not OG, but Star Wars fans, the original trilogy was also very divisive. It brought in a new generation of fans to the franchise. As films, people dissect and talk about how Lucas lost his touch in some places and other places he didn't. But overall, it did bring in a lot of new fans. And even old heads, I think, the majority of them like Darth Maul. The aesthetics of the character, his fighting style.
Yeah, that was cool when it came out.
Yeah, when it came out.
So then, as George Lucas' style, he was like, how can I ruin this?
Let me kill him.
Yeah.
So he kills him. But us being Star Wars fans, we know that when Disney acquired the motherfuckers, they did away with a lot of the extended Star Wars universe, and they created basically a new canon. New shows and books and stuff that were now going to be considered canon. And amongst those cartoons and whatever were Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels.
They did very well.
They did very well. Rebels ended, and
Didn't they have something new too?
Rebels was the new one.
Oh,
Rebels was the
is
new one. There's another
Okay.
one coming out soon.
There's a web one that's happening right now.
Right.
Oh.
So the thing is, with Clone Wars and Rebels, we know, and those are canon, that Darth Maul returned years ago. He came back a while ago, and we got to see.
Reformed his body.
Yeah, we got to see
that
all
makes
of that.
sense.
They had a special 1-hour episode of that, and we got to see him. We got to see other people from where he's from. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And we see his whole arc, and we see his end. Okay, we see all of that. But
So
in this,
where is it coming? This.
but this is the thing. In this film, they're like, "Oh, Darth Maul," but for fans that have already seen
Right.
it on the cartoon,
They're like, okay.
we are like, we know what happens to you,
Right.
like everything.
Right.
So
It's
I
not
don't-
exciting.
I'm trying to figure out where is this gonna plug in where I'm gonna give a shit that he's back.
I didn't know those things, and I didn't give a shit. I was like, you could have done anything else with that.
This is one of those moments I was talking about. The attention to detail, fantastic. He's wearing the shroud. He's got some scars. He has what used to be the spider legs that are now formed into humanoid bipedal legs.
Mm-hmm. Cybernetic,
He has the Inquisitor's.
Darth
Maul. He has the Inquisitor's lightsaber
that he fashioned.
That got damaged and then stopped spinning and was back to his bow staff lightsaber flow. We got that. Great attention to detail on that. The bad attention to detail is they don't tell you that now the Crimson Dawn are going to be Han's enemies for the rest of his life, and that the next few movies, if they choose to do more solo movies, are going to be predicated on that. Him coming back to Kira. Kira obviously about to become an apprentice to Darth Maul, willingly or not. Like the same way Voss, when he dies, the red in it, like the moment he gets popped, like the red in his eyes vanishes, and you're like, oh, I didn't catch that he was on some dark side shit.
Yeah, well, some unforce sensitive dark side shit, but whatever.
But that's what I liked though. When as soon as I saw that Kira was gonna be the villain, I was like, oh, I think she could be a really well nuanced villain for Han. It's like you keep coming back to that, and then you have this really deep relationship because it was like you loved them, which makes it so much more intense when they're also a villain. Like, oh yeah, that's my ex.
So the next solo film, if they do it, is gonna be called Solo. Trust issues, and Drake gonna do the soundtrack. Like, we're gonna see where he developed trust issues in relationships and
I think
his disdain for the Force.
Well, that would make more sense. But I think that I feel that if they did anything, they would focus more on Chewie and Han, friendship type of thing, and then coming in would be this villain thing. I don't think that would be the focus yet.
Let me be clear as we jump into tangents. I want to be clear that this movie was greenlit on Lawrence Kasdan.
Lawrence.
No, I mean deadass. It's the Lawrence Kasdan because this is the same screenwriter who co-screen wrote Indiana Jones. He did a lot of the throwback joints.
One of the old people you're saying that made this film.
He's the one guy who's been doing a lot of work with George Lucas and with Steven Spielberg over the last God knows how many years. He even had a hand, I think, in Ready Player One. But it was like,
of course.
But this whole movie Solo was greenlit off him being like, hey, I got a movie. We find out where Han Solo gets his name.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
And then he greenlit it.
That part sucked.
No, he didn't greenlit it. He pitched it.
Yeah, but that part sucked.
And they got greenlit based off that pitch alone.
Yeah, the guy said that was the only. He's like, as soon as he found out how Solo got his last name, he's like, that's it. You're good. Make the movie.
But that was so lame.
I thought it was cute.
Nah, I mean,
I was like, oh. As soon as he was like, "What's your last name?" I was like, "Oh, I got it." Solo.
First of all,
it's also Spanish.
You could have listened.
No one ever talks about how it was Spanish.
No, it's Latin.
I'm sorry.
No, listen. I'm pretty fucking sure. I guarantee you, there are 30,000 fan fictions with better origins for how he got the name.
Oh, yeah.
Just that moment alone. I'm not talking about around it. That moment, it really makes no sense. He hates the fucking Empire, but he keeps the name they brand him with. Okay. So you kept basically your slave name.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came over in what is it?
Yeah.
The place where all the immigrants come from.
I would have
Ellis Island.
Yeah, I would have rather the Woody Harrelson character name him Solo.
Right.
Because of how maybe Han had a proclivity to just go on his own, and how he had to learn to rely on people like Chewie to be able to make it in life.
Which
something
is
like
weird,
that.
Because then he'd be like,
can't keep going off solo, Han. Or some shit.
He didn't know him well enough to give him a nickname yet.
Well, whatever. He knew him enough to meld him a gun and give him life advice about women's. Oh wait, we're not even mentioning the endearing character that was voiced by one Jon Favreau.
Oh, Rio.
Oh yeah, I loved that character.
He looked a lot like the race of aliens that Maz
he did.
was, except that he had more arms.
He had a lot of arms.
Yeah.
I was looked like a mix between that and homie that was flying the Falcon with Lando in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, know.
Yeah.
He did.
Not as understandable. It's hard to understand him.
I was mad, Spoiler, when he got shot in the shoulder, and then I was like, "Are you dying, really? Shut up."
We passed spoiler, baby. We in there.
I'm
We've
just
said everything
saying,
about when we went
like-
Darth Maul with it.
Oh my god,
Like-
we were talking about that, like, again, shout out to coworkers, and then like people in the room hadn't seen it, and I was like, look, this is not really an exciting spoiler, so we're just gonna say it, and then we just said it, and everyone's like, oh,
Like, it's nowhere near the level of, like, the Darth Vader scene at the end of Rogue One. Because
Right.
Rogue One, that's the
kick
movie.
some ass.
If we had more time, that's really the movie we should have compared this to. Because it was.
People were doing that.
But, I mean, Rogue One made a lot of money. I think a lot of people liked it. But for me,
Yeah, people liked it.
like, I consider myself not a hardcore Star Wars fan at all. But I know enough. Like, I knew what the end result was going to be in this. I was hoping I could see some Darth Vader in this.
There's no way.
They gave me a
weren't gonna
minute
go
and
that far.
20 seconds of that. But those other characters, what they did was cool, but you don't ever need to remember them. They're dead. They're gone. There's no ties.
Rogue One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gone. The difference with Han is like, we know you, Han.
Yeah, we know you're going to survive.
You're
through
gonna
at
be
least,
here
like,
for
10 more movies.
Yeah, for a hot minute till you take your son's lightsaber and stab yourself with it, so he don't have to do it. And now I'm sticking with that theory
right.
that he's the one that stabbed himself, so his son didn't have to
seems
carry that
awkward.
burden, and that's why he's really conflicted.
Yeah, that's an awkward stabbing.
And I'm letting my voice break because I'm channeling
You
my.
have to like
my
grab
inner
real
Kylo.
far forward and be like, ha.
Nah, that was a big ass hilt. You know that hilt was big.
You got a claymore.
That shit was. That was a fucking Skyrim
He stabbed
weapon.
his
Shout out
dad.
to Adam Driver.
He does everything now.
He does, but also the stunt team. You know, and Aisha from Lord of the Rings behind the scenes, you know the importance of the stunt team, how they feel about the actors,
Of denim jeans.
and they salute the homie Adam Driver for his.
He's on his Vigo.
Yes, for his Kylo Ren, because there's never been a claymore lightsaber. It's a very large weapon, and Adam Driver's a big dude.
Yeah.
And they're like, he had to be as nimble as fuck to use that thing, and they were like, his whole affect.
We know Kylo's very ripped. He's a very
Right.
ripped dude.
Ripped. Pants above the belly button. That's how you show it off.
He's ripped.
Whatever. Okay.
But the scene with him and Ray, like the stunt team kind of they like being applauded.
Not
a
Rey
little bit.
Mysterio.
Not to be confused with the 619
Yeah.
shout outs. But
Thank you.
but yeah, the stunt team, they like, we fucked with him because he took it seriously. He had to learn brand new shit.
Well,
Shit that was brand new to the whole franchise.
I would have to say, like, his lightsaber stuff, it looks, he's doing a great job, like in the first one, of like portraying a novice with potential, and Ray is too. Ray's character as well.
Yeah.
And then they really step it up in that room with Snoke. Yeah, I forgot his name because he's very fucking forgettable.
And that's what we needed in Solo.
I was gonna say, bringing it back.
You need a Kylo.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick before we move on to our last kind of bit of the episode, reasons why you think it failed in theaters. Because what happened? How much money did it make? It made like so less money than.
It didn't make enough. I mean, I think it was a combination of many things. I think it was a lot of fans not happy with The Last Jedi, and they probably did come out to see this film, but this film clearly did not get repeat viewings, like all the other Star Wars movies that have ever come out, or they didn't come to see this movie at all.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
But yeah, it was that. It was also, Eidenreich is not he's not that well known an actor. Everybody behind him on the poster is more known than him.
Yeah.
And
And I think a lot of people didn't trust that he
Amelia
could
Clark, Donald Glover right now is very hot. Woody Harrelson. Everybody else on that fucking poster is more known for their roles than this guy, and he was the lead. So
Right.
you go from Harrison Ford
to who is
to
that guy?
who the fuck is this?
So let me IMDb that guy.
Yeah, who the fuck is this? To a guy whose name default sounds like a great Star Wars generated name. They should have made the Alan. As I was saying, the Alan Eidenreich fucking Star Wars space adventure.
Yeah.
Starring Chewie.
What do you think?
Oh, I was gonna say it's basically on the same lines, but I would say mostly I think people didn't go see it at all. I think because of all of the because of all the like hullabaloo about when it was being made, how many times it got pushed, how many directors it changed, and then when the actor was like announced, everyone's like, who the hell is that? And so I think a lot of people felt like this isn't going to be a good movie. I just saw Last Jedi. I don't need to see this.
Let me push back on that a little bit, because that last part, what you're saying, I actually agree. I think that's another one of the reasons. Last Jedi came out 5 months ago.
Yeah, like people are like,
or at this point, 6
whatever.
months ago. But that's still very close from a franchise where we had to wait decades for fucking films. Now it's like stacked on top of each other.
It's like every day.
Right, they're trying to MCU this shit, and I don't think this was the best way to do it. But let me push back on that first part. I don't think the majority of film-going fans are even aware of any of that.
But the Star Wars fans are.
Yeah,
Those are the
but the
ones
thing
who
about the
come
Star
out
Wars
for
movies
Star
is that it always gets, up until this point, it always gets the hardcore Star Wars fans to go, but you also get the casuals who are like, oh, a Star Wars film, and they go see it too. That's why it makes.
Not about it.
That's why it makes so much money. Those films.
See, then
that's
the
the
casuals,
reason.
they don't like. I feel like the people who die for Star Wars, they will go like it.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with that, but I'm saying,
then, like, the casuals, I don't think. Why
I'm
would
saying
they
the casuals
care?
didn't even come out to this.
Why would they care about Solo?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think if it had more star power, maybe they would.
It was packed with star power. Star power may not have been the issue. Although, you know what? I'm going to go. I only think one thing happened.
Okay.
Saturation. I think we just over.
We just had Infinity War.
No, over Star Wars specifically over saturation. Just too much. Without the saturated version in the calendar that we've had the last 6 years, without all of that saturation, there's more space. There's more room. Yeah, you switched directors 19 times. So what? You took 5 years. Awesome. It's gonna be. It's gonna.
You took your time.
You took your time. You're gonna find the vision is. It's gonna work because you made it work. You took the time to make it work. There's no fucking way you could change writers, have an acting coach come in for your lead.
The lead.
It's like you can't do all of that in a short amount of time and expect some fire shit. Watch fucking Watch the New Mutants get more money than this. Off the a year and a half pushback.
You know what? I think I might take you on that bet, but I agree with you in this sense. Like, I don't know why they took this out of the normal time frame for when Star Wars movies been coming out.
Can we just wait till Christmas like always?
Yeah, November, December. Like, I think if this film would have came out in November, December, it would have made a lot more money.
That's true.
And maybe with that extra time, they could have fleshed out some of the things that we brought up that weren't quite as polished as
like
the rest of it.
Maybe not Darth Maul.
well, no, you can keep him.
Great.
But you know who I thought it was gonna be? What's his name? The robot guy that was like supposed to be alive but now became a robot. He had like 6 arms. What's his name?
Oh, Grievous?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Grievous.
Nah, that's way too early. No, that's way too early.
Oh, okay.
Before Luke
What?
was born.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's way too early. But, yeah, you know, like I mean, it's way too late. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like none of us are wrong. I feel like it's a combination of all the things we're talking about. We'll see what Disney and Lucasfilm decide to do going forward with their next couple of films. I don't think they should go too crazy. Like, I don't think they need to throw the whole thing away because we all enjoyed the film to some extent.
Yeah.
You know, I'll even go as far. I enjoyed this movie more than I did Last Jedi, but because I felt like it was more Star Warsy.
Yeah, I'm just nostalgic about it. I thought they got the creatures so well.
Yeah, I thought
and
that
the
this one
backstories tied together.
Right.
Yay.
I thought that this film, you know, didn't deviate from the core of what the characters in the world was.
And it was like a mix of the puppetry and CGI that was a perfect mix.
Yeah, those the scenes where they were playing the cards. I know I forgot the name of the card game. Sabak. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Sobek.
Sabak.
Yeah, Guardian, Egyptian Guardian.
Yeah, I was like, what? Guardians of the Galaxy on the back of these cards?
There's a comic series coming out called As Guardians of the Galaxy that Marvel is promoting.
Porno?
No, Marvel. Not Asperg. Okay.
Asgardian?
No, not Asperg. Like the Goldblum. But no, it's called As Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a new comic series that Marvel's gonna be coming out with. I think. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna have the characters that were missing from Infinity War. You know, like Korg and these other
Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie. I don't think it's gonna have them, but I think the idea is that they want to create a little space for that creatively in the comic book world, in case, because there's a lot of fans that want those characters more. So maybe they'll put them there somehow. I don't know, but we'll see what they decide to do going forward. I think they should, if they're gonna do a Star Wars movie every year, do it every November, every December.
They need to space it out now.
But they just greenlit the Boba Fett.
Shut up.
Was it greenlit already? Like, is
I
green
bought a
greenlit?
Boba Fett T-shirt. That's really
See, the
exciting.
Boba Fett. The thing with the
People-
Boba Fett movie is that motherfucker talks less than Darth fucking Maul.
Yeah.
So now you
Ooh, a silent movie.
You know, if they wanted to do a fucking like a space western movie, like really gritty with Boba Fett and his crew, just hunting down bounties, and you just seeing him put the work in.
Wow.
That'd be cool. Like
So
a
we're
very
getting
minimal.
like Nolan.
Well, yeah, like if you wanted to do a really like a movie like that, and you get some inside the helmet views sometimes with some breathing, that could be dope as shit.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really fun.
But we're
And then
not
like
gonna get
that's
that
how
movie.
you find out why he becomes a bounty hunter.
No, we know why he becomes a bounty hunter because his dad was a fucking bounty hunter. Like,
But I know, but
It's in the
like
blood.
more intense than that.
well, maybe not just why he becomes one, but what distinguishes him.
He's like, I have so
as
many
one.
dads. They're all
I would
clones.
want to see a little bit of Mandalorian, like a little Mandalorian back. Not much, but
Mm-hmm.
enough Mandalorian backstory because the what's in his blood is war,
Right.
and so how to kind of make that into a thing would be that's just great. It makes itself after that,
I'm saying,
like Rambo.
but he needs to speak as much as
Tying
Rambo,
on
like
his-
not much.
Over his helmet.
You know?
Tie a bandana
Over his helmet.
Yeah.
infinite ammo.
Have a scene where he's bandaging wounds. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Have the Batman where he has mad scars on his back.
I want to see him make a space splint.
I want to like when you think about this, it's like Nolan does all these like gritty comic book things. I want to see him do like an
Wait,
independent film.
Nolan does what comic book things?
Gritty,
Oh, what comic book though?
like Batman.
That's not a comic book, man. Batman's beyond comic book, man.
I'm just saying, he's the one you go to when it's like, I want to do like a comic book, but I want it to be like real.
No, because then he'll give us a Boba Fett shot from all forearms. Like all his battle scenes, the blaster scenes will be all forearms.
That's fine.
All his fight scenes happen from the elbow to the wrist.
I just want to see Nolan do something like regular, like a rom-com.
Okay, if he did that, it would be like a hallway spinning
Oh!
clockwise.
It'd be like Eternal Sunshine.
It'd be like Back to the
but like,
Future
ha!
mixed with 51st Dates. Mixed
I
with.
hope you're listening, Nolan, so that this can...
I'll take either one of the Nolans, by the way.
Yeah,
Word, I have to do
agreed.
this thing.
Westworld, Jesus Christ.
Anyways, all right, so we're gonna close out soon, but there's like some important things I think have come up. All these trailers, so many trailers that have come out in like 2 days.
Yeah, y'all gotta check these out if you haven't already. I put some of them in the group, the Facebook group.
But I just feel like we're in an age of prequels and sequels. Like, I know it's been a while. Like, for so long, all we do is prequels and sequels. But, like, we're getting into the animated world with just prequels and sequels. You can't, like, get new shit.
Well, I don't know if the Spider-Verse one, which new trailer dropped today,
Yes.
I wouldn't count that as a prequel sequel. I think that's just its own little standalone Spider-Man
True.
adventure.
Which, let's talk about that first, because then the other ones are legit prequels and
Yeah.
sequels. So, new trailer dropped. I like it. It's exciting. I don't know as much about the Spider-Verse because, again, as the actor, I watch TV and shows. So, I know a lot about, like, the Spider-Man cartoon, which I love forever, and all the movies that have come out. So, I don't understand where all these spiders come from. But it looks like this movie's going to tell me.
Well, they like damp places, dark places.
Yeah. All I know is that I'm allergic to spider bites and I, like, swell up. So...
So a banana-colored spider would really do you.
Oh man, yeah. Just bite me in front of a hospital and then maybe I'll get superpowers. That'd be cool.
You got
My superpower is I can eat bananas now.
No, you'll get a mental illness and that'll be your superpower.
Yeah, you have
Shout out to Ye. All right. She on it. Yeah, animation looks nice. The trailer, which was unexpected, gave us a lot of how Peter Parker is going to be portrayed in the film, which was pretty funny.
That was Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, that's straight
Because I was
up.
like, what kind of hippie Peter Parker? He's not wearing shoes.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Cool.
in this one he's stranded in this universe.
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
So he's like from a different Earth.
Yeah, they're not from the same. They're not from the same universe. Miles Morales' popularity got him crossed over into the main Marvel universe in the comic books.
Yeah.
So, but Miles Morales is in the main universe
Now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that's why Peter Parker's there.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, this is pretty much the comic book Spider-Man.
plus Spider-Verse.
Plus Spider-Verse, all rolled into a dope-ass looking package.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of get bit by the same spider?
No.
Okay.
They have different powers.
Yeah, they have similar powers, but like there are powers that Miles has that are very distinct and different than Peter's. Like he can camouflage himself.
Yeah, he disappeared.
In the trailer, right? His dad was like,
he
hands
can
up.
camouflage. I was like, damn.
First of all,
spiders are they in front of my eye right now? And I don't know.
First of all, we mentioned him Peter first because he was funny
He was.
But come on, who steals the trailer? The dad.
Yo, Miles' dad.
Miles' cop dad.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
I love Miles' cop dad.
Say that you love me.
In front of the
What
school.
did he say? There's a copy.
Yeah, he said copy. You know, like come on, dad.
Aw, I like people of color characters that have dads.
And listen to the trailer again when Miles' mom calls him. You can hear her accent, and I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I love it because he's mixed race. You know.
Yeah. Right? Is he like?
He's Afro-Latino.
Is he Dominican and like?
Well, he's from, and another thing, he says Brooklyn in the trailer when he jumps off the skyscraper. So that's already going to get him a bunch of fucking fans right there.
Exactly. And then all the hipsters that don't deserve to say it will be like,
oh, come on. Brooklyn is not all hipsters.
Yeah, way.
Come on.
I was there like the other day and I was like, Manhattan?
Don't make me shout out Brooklyn, please.
No!
It's all right.
We are in the Bronx.
I'll do it.
Listen,
I'll do it. No, I'll do it.
Our listeners are in Brooklyn.
Captain America.
And Miles.
Captain America's Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
All right, yay, we'll kill the war, yay. But now Spider-Man could say both. Could claim Queens and Brooklyn.
Then he taking over the
There's
boroughs.
a lot of spiders. Are there any from the Bronx? Can we get one?
Shout
from
out
the
to the
Bronx?
people in Brooklyn who I consider great people.
Yes, you guys are faithful listeners.
Good thing you don't have man buns.
Oh God.
Please don't get man buns.
What's wrong with man buns? They got those in Shogun World.
Oh my God.
Bro, that's a top knot.
Come on. Well, what do you
Cutting
think
off
man
the
buns
man
trying to
buns.
grow up to?
If you come to my
Yo.
house,
Sounds like the Marvel
Fran-
editor-in-chief.
Francis' eyebrows.
Japanese.
Francis' eyebrows turned into the Westworld logo.
you know what, guys?
Just now
We're
at
just
me.
like pigeonholing our market, though. If you have a man bun, you can still listen. I just want you to know that.
Is that what the little girl has in Wreck-It Ralph, a man bun?
She's a lady.
So
Or
is a
I guess
woman
not
bun?
like a lady.
She's not. Don't call her a lady.
She's not.
She'll
like,
smack you.
Yeah, she's not a lady.
But she gets all the Disney princesses in one room.
She does. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, Wreck-It Ralph came out, which
Well,
I'm
the trailer
excited.
came out.
Well, sorry, the trailer. Yeah, it comes out in November. Actually.
Yeah, we don't want to get the hopes up.
It came out, and I've already seen it.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph is
Wreck-It
why
Ralph
Star
is good.
Wars Solo couldn't come out in November.
Exactly. It's Wreck-It Ralph.
That's why.
They're gonna split their audience. No, it looks good. I mean, so I wrote actually a write-up on the trailer, and so what I did, I was like, I need to go to IMDb because there's
a write-up for whom?
Oh, Black Nerd Problems. Check it out. It was a write-up for the Wreck-It Ralph. Apparently, I'm the only one excited about it.
What?
Yeah,
People
were
didn't like Wreck-It Ralph?
Well, they were like, this one doesn't look good. And I was like, I think it looks good.
Why?
And then I was like, who's doing the write-up? And they were like, only you.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, I got it.
All right. Well,
But you know, BNP, we got high standards, so I get it. But it looks really exciting. And from the IMDb synopsis that I read, apparently this takes place 6 years from when he did the whole Turbo Revolution thing.
well, good, because it has been a while since the last film.
Yeah, so it's
And
like 6 years.
Unlike The Incredibles 2. I'm trying to give you your
Oh my
segues.
God.
Unlike the trailer for that, and unlike the
Same.
story for that takes place like 2 minutes. Like
yeah,
two,
Jack goes crazy, and then you're going to come back to Jack still going crazy.
Like, as a matter of fact, I think the family is younger in this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but basically in Wreck-It Ralph 2, something broke, and they have to go back into the internet
To fix it.
So you get to see everything Disney has ever made, because they have all the licenses to our entire life
Good Lord.
is in this movie.
Except-
So all the
except
Disney
Fox.
princesses, yeah, except for Fox. That's what I wrote. I think I wrote they got 99 Fox problems, but licensing isn't one.
Wow. That's just cold.
They do. But yeah, so there's Incredibles 2 coming out. There's actually a prequel to Dark Crystal that's coming out. There's a Bumblebee prequel that's coming out. It's like a ridiculous amount of sequels and prequels. And I'm just trying to understand, like, when are we going to make new
What's
things?
the David Bowie movie with the crystal balls and
Labyrinth.
I heard they're making a new Labyrinth.
Shut up.
I swear to Jesus.
Why?
I don't know if it's gonna it might be animated too. I heard.
See,
I read about that.
They're just doing, and then I heard there's gonna be a Shrek 5.
We need Shrek 5.
What? We do not need Shrek 5.
Yes, we do. I'm gonna tell
and
you
then there's
something
gonna
right
be
now.
Toy Story 4.
Let me tell you something. We need any excuse to hear "I Am a Believer."
Oh my God!
And
They better
this
not.
country right now needs every goddamned reason to hear that song and to eat waffles, and we need that. Okay.
I'm just excited for the news stories. Like, we had like Moana, although it's not like new.
She was in that. She was in that.
Yeah, she's gonna be in Wreck-It Ralph too, which is. I mean, it's fine. Like, all the princesses were in there, but I was like, and then there's Pocahontas too. Awkward. I was like, are they gonna like poke fun about like racism?
Well, I mean, in that brief trailer, they were trying to be as woke as they could.
They were.
Combining the words animation with woke.
When she like, what did she break this Cinderella?
She broke her
she
fucking
broke her
slipper.
Shoe, was like she was about to shank
like
her.
it was a beer bottle.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting.
Or maybe it was shards of the glass ceiling. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Well, I feel like we're all going to be inundated with these prequels and sequels. And then that one movie that comes out is going to be an original story. It's going to blow our minds.
Or
it's going to be like normal.
Or it'll get drowned out and we won't watch it. Only people with Movie Pass will watch it.
Yeah.
Because
like
it's expensive out here.
Like Solo.
One quick thing about the Fox Disney merger thing, which we talk about more often than Westworld.
So sad.
Somebody told me that
Insider.
They were watching the news and like business.
The news.
And they were just talking about how like if that deal went through, that Disney would basically control like 45% of the box office.
Yeah, that's what they want.
And that, you got to think about that. That is a lot of control.
There could have been a Wreck-It Ralph scene with Star Wars and X-Men in the internet.
But at what cost? A $30 ticket?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Avatar 2, 3.
Stop it!
For 2020, 2021.
We're dying!
And then Avatar 3, 4 is supposed to come out for 23, 24.
No.
Or something like that.
They're making their own MCU, but it's called Pandora.
And he wants to...
It's going to be 18 films over 10 years.
James Cameron is filming all of that in 3D natively. And then he wants them to play in theaters in 3D
4K.
Without the glasses.
So do we have to put on contact lenses?
No.
They're going to incept our brains?
No, it'll just be like the technology that exists already where you can...
In my eyeballs.
Yeah, it's just...
Like Black Mirror.
Essentially, I mean, hopefully we get to Black Mirror and Shrek 5. Isn't that the goal?
Oh, right, of course. Like they'll just pipe in I'm a Believer in my eardrums.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah.
I can't. As much as excited I'm about Incredibles 2, though, that's going to be great.
Yeah, once I saw her face, I became a believer.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
That one's the one to cheer for, but we'll see about the others.
Yeah. We should end this ASAP.
ASAPually. Well, thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, donate if you can. Share if you can. Check us next time where we probably will talk about Westworld.
Yeah, hopefully the next time. Well, no, before the next time. We would have met our goal, hopefully.
We would. Oh, yeah. And then we'll be celebrating while talking about Westworld.
It'll sound different.
Oh, yeah. And
oh, my God. You'll be like, wow, what is that sound? Oh, I can hear everyone.
They sound like they each have their own high-end microphones.
Microphones.
They sound like they were able to upload this directly from the device that it was recorded on straight onto the interwebs.
Yeah.
Also, and I'm going to be putting up stuff on the Facebook group for this. We need help. We need to learn how to put our audio stuff on iTunes and or other media services, like the audio versions of this, because
we're trying to figure
that
it
would
out.
help
It's
us
a little
grow.
complicated.
That would help us grow. So help us if you know how to do that RSS stuff, feed stuff. Help us.
Yeah.
Direct us to resources and so we can learn it stuff.
And shout out to my coworker Kat, who's gonna help us with our branding. So look out, we're gonna have a new logo for you guys.
Yeah. We're trying to get T-shirts for Comic-Con.
T-shirts, stickers,
so we
all
can
that
wear
stuff.
It. Yeah.
So we're doing big things.
Oh yeah, because we're going to Comic-Con.
We're going to Comic-Con, everyone! Yay!
Yeah.
As professionals.
Yeah.
Sadly, we're not pressed this time, but
It's all right.
you know, it's cool.
We'll
We're gonna be there.
masquerade.
We're gonna be there.
We'll
We're gonna
masquerade.
interview some people.
France left about 14 minutes ago. He had
He's
to go.
gone. He had to go
He had to go.
to the Spider-Verse.
He went.
From the Bronx. He's nodding. All right, y'all. Check us out next time. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Sorry for the Hispanic bye that lasted for a quarter of the time.
Wait, one more time. Let me say goodbye. Let me get your auntie and your uncle. They want to say bye.
Tia? Dio? Prowler?
Leaving so soon.
No, that's right there. The Prowler. We can end it on that. It's fine. Copy, you know?
Yeah.